Hello, first grade. Today we're going to read Life in the Swamp. Life in the Swamp by Jordan D. Brown. Life in the Swamp. Table of Contents. The Very Wet Swamp, page 2. Alligators, page 6. Crayfish, page 8. Frogs, page 10. Egrets, page 12. Full of Life, page 14. The Very Wet Swamp. Mud and water covered the ground at the swamp. The water in a swamp is not deep, but the land is very, very wet. You may think nothing lives there, but you are wrong. Many hungry animals live in the mud. They hide in the mud and wait for their food to pass by. Alligators. The swamp looks empty and still, but an alligator rests in the mud. The alligator doesn't move much until it sees its dinner. Then it moves fast. The alligator likes to eat fish, turtles, and snakes. A fish swims by. The alligator uses its sharp teeth and strong jaws to eat the fish. Fish, turtle, snake. Crayfish. The swamp looks empty and still, but a crayfish rests in the mud. The crayfish comes out to hunt at night. It walks along the muddy ground and looks for worms, snails, and tadpoles to eat. A worm wriggles by. The crayfish eats the worm. Worm, snail, tadpole. Frogs. The swamp looks empty and still, but a frog rests in the muddy water. The frog catches bugs and worms with its long sticky tongue. It gobbles up a whole bug or worm. A bug flies by. The frog flicks out its tongue and eats up the bug. Bug, worm. Egrets. The swamp looks empty and still, but an egret rests in the muddy water. The egret likes to eat fish, frogs, and crayfish. It stands still and looks for its food. A fish swims by. The egret catches the fish in its yellow bill. Fish, frog, crayfish. Full of life. Many animals make their home in the swamp. Alligators and crayfish rest in the mud and water. So do frogs and egrets. They wait quietly and watch for a tasty meal to come by. The swamp looks empty and still, but don't be fooled. The swamp is full of life. Alligator, crayfish, frog, egret. Thanks for listening.